Ready for the 27. Here and I'm loving it today. One day. I'm not going to complain about the heat. Oh, what a wonderful look. We have 11,233 persons here with us. Wow. Slashing some ball on that. When you get away to the mountain, shutting down for the second SDC. Nice and easy on a Sunday afternoon. We're cruising on the bottom. The captain of the ship. Nice and easy. Stop it now. What would that queen to me? The score marches to 12. 12 runs from the over so far. It is Gilzine who is on strike. This man is known to get half centuries and centuries.
So Lynx are batting first, and in the second semi-final up against Junction Bull Savannah, pardon me, and Gilzine facing somewhat in the second over. So end of the first over, 12 without loss. That's Lynx who are batting first against Junction Bull Savannah. Interesting second match, second semi-final though, after you witnessed White House and Fairfield winning by 8 wickets, pardon me. After they made 103 for 2, replying to White House total of 98 all out. There was 98 for 9 though, because they only played with 9 players. Leading the way was Ziggy Levy with 30 runs. In the bowling department is for Fairfield. It was Shane Walters taking 3 for 9, and Jimmy Merchant 2 for 20 in that first match. And Fairfield in response scoring 103 for 2. And Brand Clark, the captain, he made 30 runs. Shane Walters was unbeaten at the end on 6, while it was Jermaine Morgan top scoring with an unbeaten 52, and his opening partner Courtney Allison chipping in with 11. So they were the scorers this for the Fairfield team as they find themselves back in the final. They won the tournament back in 2021. Now the second semi-final, Lynx and Junction Bull Savannah. Lynx, they're batting first. Gilzine at the crease, is at the non-strikers end, and up against the Junction Bull Savannah unit. So interesting happenings. A little early in the start this afternoon for the second semi-final. Schedule at 2 o'clock.
And on the 27th, which is the grand finale, when we pull down the curtains, we know that Fairfield are already waiting for the result of this game. So Gilzine and Campbell, it is Campbell who is on strike. Gilzine at the non-striker end. The score reads 12. Romaria Banton being introduced in the attack with 11,103 persons here with us. Well, it takes some air to down to third man for just to run. Well, the captain of Lynx said he's looking for one.
So 13 runs on the board, 13 without loss. Lynx batting first. Gilzine facing up. Looking on though in this epic battle between the two teams. And a string on the pads clipping down to the fine leg region. It's one more run to the total. 14 runs on the board, 14 without loss. In the second over, that's Lynx. They're batting first. So one more run off the bat of Gilzine. He's at the non-striker's end. Early start because the first game had ended quite early. Ball played back down the track, fielded by the bowler. That's why the game's starting a bit earlier than scheduled. Clipped off the pass once again to the fine leg region. So 15 runs on the board for the Lynx unit without loss in the second over. It's a grand time here at the Ultimate Ground in St. Anne, Discovery Bay to be exact. A bumper. A wide signaled by the umpire. So umpire Davis with signal wide.
Talking about the New York Barry White, DJ
It doesn't seem like that's umpire Davis, to be honest. Umpire Davis at the square leg region. So Banton bowling to Gilzine, and it's caught behind. Gilzine goes off the bowling of Banton. He looks all around. So 16 for 1 in the second over. So the umpire I'm talking, it's Kerry Scott is the standing umpire. Davis is a square leg umpire at the present time. Kerry Scott, not the tallest in the park though, to be honest. Was a captain of Kingston Cricket Club for a few years. So the first wicket to go down though for the Lynx unit. Banton is pulling a hole in the ball outside the off stump. Gilzine guilty, playing out that delivery. Caught by the wicket keeper. Banton, he'll be continuing from the northern end. Banton continues, bowling to the right-hander. Oh, playing at that delivery outside the off stump. So Johnson has to be careful, though. That first delivery Johnson has faced. So 16 for 1 at the end of the second over. Lynx batting first. Marlon Johnson at the crease. With Gilzine the wicket to have gone. That has introduced Marlon Johnson at the crease for Lynx. Now you will see the standing umpire. That is Davis. And what differentiates both? One is taller than the other. More dimensions than one.
Andre McCarthy in the attack when he played a beautiful innings on Wednesday. number 3. So Junction will want to constantly get the field and setting the whole team to back. Lynx kills it. He's gone for 13. From 3 fours. No 6s from 8 delivers. He's back in the dugout and resting.
16 for 1 is the score. Oh, turned out the pass in front of square. They go through for 1. 1 is all they get. Well, they thought of a second, though. 1 could have easily been 2. 17 runs on the board. 17 for 1. After that first semi-final, looking for this another epic battle between the two teams. However, White House did not come to the party, but Fairfield did.
We're celebrating 61 years, I tell you, no one no better than Yada.
17 for 1 is a score. Well, the party's happening here at Ultimate.
The score reads 17 for 1 in over number 3. It is Marlon Johnson who's on strike. Campbell at the non-striker end. 11,139 persons here with us. What a crazy.
Oh, that's a bumper to Johnson. Went right underneath. Taking evasive action. It's a good bumper. Nevertheless, I looked on umpire Davis. And they're saying 1 for the over. Johnson taps away once again. Score stands at 17 for 1 in the 3rd over. Coming down the track though. And wicketkeeper going across, diving to his left. Venting 5, and it has actually resulted in 1 because that's a wide. So 1 more run to the total. 18 runs on the board. 18 for 1 with the festival songs rearing in the backdrop. Whipping off the pads. And they go through for 1. 1 is just 1. 19 runs on the board. 19 for 1. We're still in the 3rd over.
You're talking about fun, entertainment, excitement, and good cricket, great music. I tell you, this is the place to be on a Sunday night baseball. They got a quick one.
The ball is swung on the leg side. They go through for 1. They're thought of a second. They're coming back for the second. The thought has become a reality. 21 runs on the board. 21 for 1 in the 3rd over. So Campbell swinging the ball on the leg side for the Lynx unit. Campbell taps away at the crease once again. Shot, pulling, in the air, gold, it's gone. A Ray and Neville 6 string on the leg side. And Campbell dispatched it with all gratification for Ray and Neville 6. Not the glasses, we're here right at Ultimate at Discovery Bay. A 6 off the bat of Campbell. The scoreline has moved up now, 27 for 1. So 27 for 1. Still in the third over of this innings.
Just to remind you of the SDC disclaimer that we are not responsible for any harm, injury, yes.
Takama looks on. Again, taps away at the crease. The ball is punched. The fielder settles under it and takes the catch and deep mid off. And Campbell goes. The second wicket to go down with a score on 27 in the third over. Lynx at 27 for 2 after batting first in the second semi-final. It's all about the SDC Cars National Community T20 competition in Discovery Bay.
In the meantime, we have an SDC colored shirt giveaway, and if you wear that colored shirt to the final, you'll be admitted free. Name me 3 of the 5 programs that the SDC initiates within communities. Only 3 out of the 5.
Banton who's continued. The score reads
Score stands 27 for 2. Banton continuing.
He's gone for 11. The 2 openers are back in the dugout. It is Marlon Johnson and Anthony Pennant at the crease. Romario Banton who's continuing in his second over. The score reads at 27 for 2.
Warner played on the onside to go through for a quick single. That's Johnson. Hitting that single has brought on Pennant to face the fire of Banton.
It's brutal and inexcusable.
Just name me 3 of the 5 programs that the SDC initiates in community. We go and say a colored shirt. You wear it to the final, and you'll be admitted free of cost. Come on, people.
So the left-hander Pennant will be facing up to Banton. Pennant from Lynx. Oh, turning on the leg side, going to the fine leg region. It goes pretty close to the boundary though. And they go through for 2. So 2 more runs to the tally. So 30 runs. 30 for 2. Banton bowling his second over. And this is an anthem being played in the background for individuals who tend to like the flavor of the sponsor. And that's what they said is the Rare Navy anthem. I don't know if that's true or not, but Banton bowling to the left-hander once again. Turned him fine. Oh, brilliant diving to his left. At short fine leg. And after that brilliant field, he threw it away. So the batsman went through for a single. 31 for 2. But nevertheless, his teammates gave him an applause. So as the Red Navy anthem plays in the backdrop, I don't know if that's true though, to be honest. It's a Red Navy anthem or not. So the ball played on the offside, fielded by Banton.
Well, the spectators, they were complaining, looking at the first game finished too early. So they're going to get what they want now. Spectators are still rolling in. The last time I checked, they said we have 11,139.
Oh, it clipped him off the pads. And they go through for one. One is all they get. So the fifth over. And tapping away at the crease is Johnson. And just swing somewhat on the leg side, a wide signaled by umpire Davis. Left and right combination for Lynx. 32 for 2 in the fifth over. So once again to the right-hander, Johnson. Punching beautifully. One bounce into the boundary for an SDC 4. That was brilliant by Marlon Johnson. He went on top of his toes. Maybe he did some ballerina when he was younger. And tippy-toed and punched. And punched brilliantly in the backward point boundary for 4. 4 more runs to the tally. 36 runs on the board. 36 for 2. 37, pardon me, for 2. Once again, bowling to Johnson. Shot into the pads. So dot delivery. The 37 for 2 is the score. Lynx versus Junction Bull Savannah in this second semi-final. Junction Bull Savannah. So where are they from? They're from St. Elizabeth. Now that would be the big question. Johnson taps away again. Shot. That should be a wide. That should be a wide. Fighting like he was fighting a fly. The ball went over the bat, through to the wicketkeeper, and umpire Davis signals a wide, and the score now moves on to 38 for 2. We're in the fifth over of this innings. Once again, Johnson taps away. Swing on the leg side again. Another wide. So 2 wides in succession has moved the total to 39 runs on the board. 39 for 2. One was swung down to the man of mid-on. They go through for a single off the bat of Johnson. 40 runs on the board. 40 for 2. Getting the nod from my scorer, Mr. Campbell. He's from St. Anne, so he's from the Garden Parish. Should tell me exactly where from St. Anne you're from. Alexandria, that's up in the hills. Yes, so it's way up in the hills though, Alexandria. So you can walk home. You can walk home then. The 40 runs on the board. As you see, adjustments in the field for Junction Bull Savannah. In the second semi-final, the left-hander pennant facing up. Short. Oh, getting on top of that, punching down to the man Abidov, diving to his right, but can't prevent the single though. And the score ticks over to 41 for 2. Still 5 overs, while the 5th over being bowled. And everybody's in the house. The Peanut Man is also here. Ladies are in abundance. And the gentlemen are flowing with the sponsor's label. Here once again, facing to the right-hander Johnson. Oh, punch it down right to the man of mid-on. It was a chance though, but he blocked it from going to a boundary and saved the run. Well, guess what? It was a slight chance though, it was in the air for some time. And the fielder at mid-on, wanting to dive forward, instead dived and used his body, prevented it from going for a boundary. If it had beaten him, it had gone for a boundary for 4 because there is no long on. So no run was scored. Brilliant fielding in the end. Johnson again taps away. Peeling off the outer half of the bat. 3 fielders submerged and can't take the catch. And the batters, they go through for a single. Peel off the outer half of the bat, went on the offside. The man at mid-off, the man at point and cover, all submerged. But guess what? Could not make the distance. It dropped between the 3. And that signaled the end of the 5th over. The score stands at 42 for 2. So I'm correct though. 42 for 2. So 42 for 2 is a score. At the end of 5 overs, Lynx batting first. So, and in between the overs though, persons are being entertained. It's by the music on hand. Great music being played, different genres being played. And who's in the festival mood or the festive mood? Some festival songs were being played a short while ago. Some persons actually were on their feet. And then it was the anthem for the real nephew. I can't sing it to you though, to be honest. In the meantime, tapping away. Banton continues to Johnson. Clipped him off the pads. 1 bounce into the boundary for an SDC 4. 4 more runs to the tally. Certainly the 6th over starting off in a blossoming way for Lynx as they moved on to 46 for 2. Oh, that was sweet from Johnson. Well timed, well executed. Clipping off the pads. Banton. A 3rd over on the trot. A 6th over of the innings. Coming down the track is Johnson and punching over the man at mid-wicket into the boundary for 4. That was brilliant footwork being utilized by Marlon Johnson, an SDC 4, ringing out here at the Oval in Discovery Bay. Ultimate with an ultimate SDC 4 off the bat. Full flush of Marlon Johnson. 4 more runs to the tally. 50 runs is up on the board. 50 for 2. Banton once again to Johnson. Again, takes him off the pad. And in front of square, they go through for one. They're coming back for the second. And 2 more runs to the tally. 52 runs on the board. And Banton swings somewhat into the pads and being punished. So 10 runs so far off the over. 2 fours and a 2. 52. 52. I'm doing some tabulation myself. That's my score is nodding away. They said, yes, I passed the test. 52 for 2. The 6th over. Mr. Campbell says he's from the hills in St. Anne. He will take a journey there. Banton. Oh, slower delivery. The Johnson clipped off the leg. Clipped beautifully. The fielder having some work. Moving to his left while the batters, they come back for the second. Oh, that was a slower delivery from Banton, but met gracefully with the bat of Johnson for 2 more runs to bring the score to 54 for 2. So once again, Banton to Johnson. And let's whip him off the pads though. There's no mid wicket though, to be honest. There's a vacant there. And they go through for just a single. And 1 more run to the tally. Looking on the score, 55. 55, Mr. Campbell says I had it correct. Is that a new hairstyle you're sporting, Mr. Campbell? I'd love for the individuals to actually get a whiff of that hairstyle. There's 55 runs on the board. 55 for 2. More children are coming into the ground though for the second semi-final. Banton continuing, bowling to the left-hander, Pennant. Short and getting on top of that delivery. Pennant playing the ball on the offside. Was thinking of stepping down to the bowler, but signals the end of the over. 55 for 2 at the end of the over number 6. Lynx. So Pennant looking around, the left-hander. As more pitches, we said, we're coming in the ground. Going to the left-hander, Pennant. Oh, he played under that delivery, cut on over it. I should say not under, but over. In the meantime, once again, they went to the left-hander Pennant and punching down the ground, and they go through for 1. And just walking that single. That's one more run to the tally. Score now stands 57 runs on the board. We're in the 7th over. Into the pads though of Johnson, the right-hander. Left and right combination for Lynx on the wicket. Flighty delivery, clipped off the pads. Forces that one down to long on. And there's a single. They close out the 7th over. 58 runs on the board, 58 for 2. So the Carl's water break comes up after the 9th over. So the game's starting a little bit early though. It was scheduled to start at 2:30. But because of the first game, at 2 o'clock actually, the first game ended early. Because White House, they went out. They were playing one more game. That's a 3rd place game because Fairfield, they won by 8 wickets. White House batted first, make 99 or 98 for 9, only playing with 10 players. And Fairfield, in response, cruised after 10 overs, 103 for 2. Oh, it shall be 102. So Johnson tapping away at the crease for Lynx. And more spin being introduced. Left arm spinner into the pass, appeal for leg before, and he goes! Johnson goes! The finger of Kerry Scott, the umpire, goes high, and that's the dismissal of Marlon Johnson. He goes, the 3rd wicket to go down for Lynx. And Lynx, they're now 58 for 3 at the start of the 8th over. So Marlon Johnson, the last wicket to have gone. New batter coming in, left-hander. And tuck it up somewhat. Quick delivery from the left-arm spinner in this 8th over. Not his though, but the team's 8th over. The score stands at 58 for 3. Flighty delivery. It's on the pad, half-hearted appeal. But umpire Scott just walked away. Was not even thinking about that appeal. Half-hearted it may have been. Flighty delivery. Cutting. But only to find a man at backward point. And the throw right at the non-strikers. And is he gone? Yes, he is. He's run out. He's run out. The finger of Kerry Scott goes up. The throw was at the non-strikers end, the danger end, and he could not pick up himself to reach home, and he was left outside the door knocking. The house was barraged down, and the 4th wicket to have gone. So Lynx are 58 for 4. So 58 for 4 is the score. Johnson bowling. Pennant to turn the ball on the onside. Palmer is a new batter. And Pennant as Pennant facing up to Johnson, clipping him off the fine leg region. He goes close to the boundary and goes into the ropes now for an SDC 4. So 4 runs off the bat of Pennant, clipped him fine, and the signal now made by umpire Kerry Scott. 4 runs off the bat. The score now moves on to 62 runs, 62 for 4. String somewhat is Johnson. So 62 for 4. Start of the 8th over. He's getting confirmation though. Palmer and Pennant at the crease for Lynx. And taking his crease is Palmer. New batter coming in. So 4 wickets to have gone down for Lynx. So Howard Powell is a new bowler. Bowling to the right-hander. Second over on the trot for Powell. Right-arm spinner. Bowling to Palmer. Powell to Palmer. Oh, he's in front. P for leg before he's gone. Playing back to that delivery. Palmer must go. And the dreaded finger of umpire Davis goes up. And the 5th wicket to have gone down for Lynx. Palmer goes for a duck. Playing back to that delivery from Powell. Oh, it was in a no man's land. The finger had to go. And certainly Lynx now are in a spot of bother. So I think they'll take the water break now.
In the meantime, here comes another SDC colored shirt giveaway question. What is the winning cash prize for the SDC card? National 2020 Community Cricket Competition for 2023. What
So
is
Palmer
the winning cash prize?
making a duck for Lynx, being trapped by that delivery from Powell, playing back to the spinner.
Wear it at the final, then you
We'll tell you who is the new batter very soon.
of God at the venue on Sunday at Port Road Sports Complex, Discovery Bay.
Here's Paul once again.
Powell to Neithmar Anderson.
It's a Neithmar Anderson, the new batter. Anderson tapping away the crease. Powell bowling to Anderson, playing back to that delivery. Something that Palmer did.
So the catch prize is 155. That is absolutely right.
Once again, Powell to Anderson.
Congratulations.
Going back and punching on the offside, but only the cover cordon. Bringing the cover fielder into play. Paul once again to Anderson. Fly to delivery. The ball swung high and into the grounds for round number 6. And the spectators are not loving it at all. They had a chance to win $6,000 if they took the catch, and no one took the catch at all. Process ran away. The individual was there lying on the ground, was in the way for some individuals that why didn't even take the catch. Well, $6,000 has gone a begging. But certainly 6 runs, a rare never 6 was secured by Anderson. And I thought though that the long on fielder was a bit square. Way to go close to mid wicket more so than long on. Pennant taps away. Taps away. Fly to delivery. Ball swung down the ground brilliantly. One bounce into the ropes for an SDC 4. A brilliant hit by Pennant. And certainly that should be 68. 72, pardon me. Now I'm calculating 72 runs on the board. Quicker delivery to the left-hander. Turning it fine. They go through for 1. They're going to come back for the second. As no, they don't. That's 1 to the total. Poor running from Pennant, though, to be honest. 73 runs to the board. And the 3 for 5. Anderson. The ball into the left-hander, half-hearted appeal. And Anderson had to walk away. Left-hand spinner, swinging on the next side, behind square to go through for one. And it goes into the boundary for SDC for 4 runs off the bat of Anderson. And the score now has moved on to 77. Is it 77? It is 77. 77 for 5. We're in the 9th over? Or the 10th? 10th over of the innings. So big up to the individuals here, SDC. We have been presented lunch. Big up to all the individuals that work at SDC. They have been a gracious host for every single venue we have been. Anderson looks on. Taps away the crease once again. Oh, string on the next side. Oh, it goes close, and we'll go into the boundary for SDC 4. Well, that's 4 wides. So 5 wides. 5 wides to the total. So 5 wides to the total now, as moved on to now 82 runs on the board.
Remember also the local economic initiative village near the Ultimate Bar. We have a variety of products, farm products, oils, and a variety of other products there.
So Anderson once again taps away, and hit him fine. And they go through a 1. Come back for the second. 2 more runs to the tally. So 84 runs on the board. So 84 for 5. Anderson facing up once again. Oh, the ball swung, peeling off the outer half of the bat. And that's it. That's it for Anderson. A 6th wicket to go down with 85 runs on the board, or 84. 84 runs on the board. And Anderson departs, peeling off the outer half of the bat, being caught in the cover cordon. And that's a story he has to tell with his bat. Lynx, 84 for 6. So Pennant is on strike. Powell will be continuing. Third over on the trot. Paul bowling to Pennant. The ball swung down the ground. The fielder comes off the boundary. One bounce before reaching him. And one more run to the total. However, his teammates are livid. Thought that he should have given a better account. A better effort. One run off the bat of Pennant. So Marlon Johnson made 24. Pennant was on 15 at the non-striker's end. Adjustments been made in the field. 85 for 6 is the score by Lynx. Paul will be continuing from the southern end. Bowling to the right-hander. Oh, the ball played back down the pitch. Not necessarily a cricket stroke, you may call that. He was feeling for that delivery more so than anything else. Bowling Paul, quicker delivery. And one played on the offside. Thought of a single though, but it was not on. Paul, a quicker delivery. Punched on the outside once again. Paul once again. Going forward, feeling for the delivery. Using the front foot to guide him. Now they've spread the field somewhat. A bit closer on the outside. Going back and punching to the backward point region. Because they spread the field, they were able to actually run through for that single. He's off the mark. And the score now stands 86 for 6. After how many overs? Just checking to see how many overs. So 11 overs gone, the 12th over coming up. Doing some gardening work though. Just checking the pitch. I'm sure everything is okay. Tapping away at the crease. Left arm spinner, bowling to the right hander. Appeal for leg before he's gone. Umpire Kerry Scott lifts that dreaded finger at the 7th wicket to go down. Jollification. Before the finger went up, the finger stays up. The batter had to go back to the pavilion. And it's 7th wicket to go down. The score stands at 86 for 7.
no fear. I've got microfinances here to lend you money as long as you pay it back.
Oh, first ball duck. Can you believe it? He's on a hat trick. I can't believe it. He's bowled him. Oh my word. 86 for 8. Can you believe it? What's happening here at Ultimate? Oh, Lynx. The Shackles is breaking on the Lynx. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yes, indeed, as we say, welcome to Member of Parliament Daniel Lawrence from Eastern Westmoreland in the house. Welcome, MP.
And Pennant and the other end is watching wickets tumble after the other. He's on a hat trick. So 86 for 8. Let's see with this hat trick ball. A flight to the delivery. And turning off the pads. Behind square, they go through for one. They're coming back for the second. So 2 more runs to the total. 88 runs on the board. 88 for 8. So we're in the 12th over of the innings. Oh, went right over the bails though. Going back to that delivery, knew nothing of it. Was in 6s and 7s. Oh my word. Taps away once again. Fly to delivery. Just playing the ball on the offside, feeling for that delivery. So Powell continues. Oh, he's beaten. And the ball goes pretty close to the boundary. And it goes into the boundary for 4 buys. So SDC 4, but 4 buys. The score has now moved on to 92. The 92 runs on the board. So end of 12 overs. 92 for 8. Wow.
Securing for the first time ever, Ray and Nephew the Parish Collection. Relive your special memories with this exclusive drum blend packaged with 14 unique individualized Parish landmark labels. Collect them all and secure this once-in-a-lifetime limited edition today. Must be 18 years or older to drink. Drink responsibly.
So we saw Pennant getting some instructions. Is he going to go for it though, or is he going to shield? That's a big question you have to ask. And Powell to Pennant though. That's almost a wide. So 92 for 8. Flighted delivery. Pennant playing the ball back up the track from Powell. As Paul once again, flighted again. Ball swung down the grounds in the air for some time. And the catch is taken. Brilliantly done. Took some time though. I thought he misjudged it. The 9th wicket to go down. And he had to dive in front of him, settled somewhat, realizing it was a bit too short. And spectators are celebrating a 9th wicket of Lynx. Score stands at 92 for 9. So the last batter coming in. We're in the 13th over of the innings. Wow. The first match ended pretty quickly. After White House, they won the toss and elected to bat and only made 98 runs. And in the response, Fairfield scored 102 for 2 from 10 overs. Is this another low-scoring match? Maybe the last pair can pull off a miracle. They have time, they have overs. Oh, Powell to Campbell. Campbell missed all ends up. It goes under the bat, goes close to the boundary, and it goes on SDC 4 though. Thought it touched the bat somewhat. Yes, it did. So 4 more runs to the tally, 96 runs on the board. The 13th over being bowled by Powell. There's Paul once again. Oh, that kept low. Just outside the off stump. So children in the house. Powell flighted. The ball hit high. And it's in the air. The catch is taken. That's the end of the Lynx. 10th wicket to go. And they're all out for 96. So we'll verify the score, but 96 all-out Lynx and Junction Bull Savannah needed 97 runs for victory.
Remember also that Akdal is here now, so more Akdal is here so you can get the card Akdal for $300. Snow cone is here, but bank juice is done. Ready again! We are moving! This is
I'm gonna get
Ready? On a beautiful Sunday, we're cruising into the afternoon. It's now the response from Junction Bull Savannah after seeing Lynx scoring 96 all out in the second semi-final. It's all about the SDC Cal's National Community T20 Cricket semi-finals happening on the grounds of Ultimate right here in Discovery Bay. The Garden Parish comes to life with the second game of the doubleheader. White House, they played earlier on and they lost to Fairfield. Fairfield advancing through to the final. They are the 21 champions, 2021. And the first delivery of the response. The ball played on the offside. They thought of going through for a single. O.J. Shields. For Lynx. So the ball played on the offside. Soft hands, though, utilized by that delivery from O.J. Shields. We'll give you a rundown of the scorecard for Lynx and the top bowler. In the meantime, O.J. Shields bowling. Oh, peel out outer half of the bat, passing backward a point. They go through for a single and come back for the second. 2 runs on the tally, and they're off the mark. So she is continuing from the northern end. Oh, string on the leg side. A wide signaled by umpire Scott. So 3 runs to the total in the first over. Reminder, they're searching for 97 runs for victory. Junction Bull Savannah. 3 without loss. A string on the leg side with that delivery. Powell. Oh, the ball played back down the track. Powell's at the wicket. What a pause on the Junction Bull Savannah team. You have at least 4 Powells. You have Troy Powell, David Powell, Alan Powell, and Howard Powell. Ball punched on the offside, backward point being brought in, no run scored. So score stands at 3 without loss. So Howard Powell at the non-striker's end, wears the number 10 jersey. And Troy Powell facing the delivery of O.J. Shields. You can say the team of Powells, Junction Bull Savannah from St. Elizabeth. Shields once again to Powell. Slower delivery, hit on the pad, and they go through for a single. So scored 4 without loss. So end of the first over, 4 without loss, searching for 97 runs for victory. I hear the voice of Bryce. So just 4 runs on the first over. So Paul will be facing again after running that single. And spin been brought in a bit early for this Lynx United or Lynx team.
Right about now we have an SDC giveaway question, a colored shirt giveaway. What year did the SDC National Community Cricket Competition started? What year did it start? 2006 is 2006. Absolutely right. Congratulations.
Paul taps away. That's Troy. Fly to delivery. He's looking in the heavens though, but that ball was onto the pads. Half out of the peel. This to umpire Davis, but that was going down leg. Quicker delivery on the leg side again. They thought of going through for a single. So 2 dot deliveries on the leg side. I'm looking at the field though because he's bowling into his pads. Well, there's a strong offside field, backward to point, cover, extra cover, and mid off. And also there's a slip. Quicker delivery. Oh, swinging down the ground beautifully over deep mid wicket. That's a rare and Neville 6. That's a huge hit of the bat of Troy Powell. Oh my word, that was massive. Ray and Neville come into the fold in this second semi-final. Wow. Score stands at 10 without loss. In the second over, Junction Bull Savannah. That was massive. Tian Jarrett, the bowler. Not feeling too good at all.
After that 6 was put to the boundary in 101 meters, the score rushes to 10, chasing a total of 97 runs for victory.
John Jarrett once again. Bowling to Powell. Flighted again outside the off stop, dabbling at that delivery. Went right through to the wicket keeper. Paul has to be careful and has to be watchful. Jarrett was bowling into his pads and he was punished. That delivery was outside the off stump. The field he sets though is for him to be bowling outside the off stump, punching down the ground. Fielder mid off, darting to his right and saving a boundary. So Jarrett once again to Powell. Swinging on the leg side. The fielder is there deep in wicket. He comes around to his left. They go for one. They thought of a second, but the throw is to the non-striker's end. So one more run to the total. 11 runs on the board after the end of the second over. That's Junction Bull Savannah searching for 97 runs for victory in the semi-final affair against the Lynx at the ultimate ground.
Where we are now? Where we are now? Calm down, you soon know. Rope, you gonna sleep.
Oh, string on the leg side and a wide. OJ Shields, poor delivery to start off the third over. 12 without loss. Oh, that was hit hard.
It's more than 96 degrees here in St. Anne.
Howard Paul, you wonder if he has faced, because every time Troy faces, then he takes a single. For the last 2 overs, only 2 overs have been bowled so far. Ajay Shields from the northern end, bowling to Powell. Cutting out that delivery, a quick delivery from Shields. Was dying somewhat before it reached the wicket keeper. Took it about ankle height. By Shields, he's second on the trot. Tian Jarrett has bowled just 1 over so far for Lynx. They made 96 all out after batting first. Not great going for Lynx. Here once again. Shields. Shot. And right into the gloves of the wicketkeeper, who went way down. Again, dying in front of him. Had to turn off his face or turn away his face. Shields into the pads. They go through for one. Should be a leg by though, to be honest. And I'm looking on umpire. Yes, now the signal comes from umpire Scott. So 1 more run to the total. 14 runs on the board. It's another extra. As she is looking on, a reminder though they're searching for 97 runs for victory. Junction Bull Savannah. Slower delivery. Punched beautifully on the next side. And it goes close to the boundary. So it goes into the boundary for SDC 4. I thought he had saved it. Missed it all ends up on the first attempt. He went for the second attempt. However, was not successful. And it goes into the boundary for SDC 4 in the mid-wicket region. 4 more runs to the total. 18 runs on the board, 18 without loss. It's in the third over, second being bowled by Shields. Shields once again to Powell. Off the pads in front of square. And they go through for 1. Fielder using his right boot. And 19 runs on the board. So end of the third over, 19 without loss. That's Junction Bull Savannah searching for 97 runs for victory. Just looking back at the innings by Lynx, they all out for 96. Alan Johnson's up scoring. with 24. Tevin Ginzine contributed 13. Othniel Pennant, he made 15. And Campbell, he made 11 runs, while Leithman Anderson with 12. Those are the batters reaching double figures in the bowling department. Is for Junction Bull Savannah. It was Howard Paul taking 2 for 15, but David Paul got 4 for 22. Campbell's first delivery is a wide. Amoy Campbell, the third bowler being used by Lynx. Their fourth over, Jarrett has been taken off. Now Jarrett is bowling 1 over so far. Campbell cutting and cutting well. There's no third man into the boundary for SDC 4. Brilliantly done by Troy Powell. 4 more runs to the tally. Scores are moved on to 24 runs on the cards. This is the 4th over of the innings. They're searching for 97 runs for victory. That's Junction Bull Savannah. Amoy Campbell looking on. He's a bowler from the southern end. The field, or the fielder from the long on position has been now brought in the circle to the mid on. Bowling to the right-hander. Powell swinging, and that went right through to the wicket keeper and missing. Here's Campbell once again. Oh, beaten again. Powell squared him up somewhat. Was not comfortable at all. So 2 dot deliveries on the trot. This for Campbell. And Junction Bull Savannah 24 without loss. We're in the 4th over though. Campbell swing onto the pads, turned on the onside, no run scored. Fielder moving around to his left. He was behind square. So another dot delivery. 24. So the first over being bowled by Amoy Campbell. Campbell bowling to Paul once again. Full delivery. Ball swung down the ground brilliantly into the boundary for SDC 4. He tried it once, he tried it twice, but the third time was the charm. Punching down the ground for SDC 4. Brilliant by Troy Powell. Has moved the score now to 28 without loss. Here's Campbell once again. Full delivery into the pass, turned on the onside. Finding the man at mid-wicket was Powell. So the end of the 4th over, 28 without loss. That's Junction Bull Savannah searching for 97 runs for victory in their semi-final affair. This is all about SDC Cals, not to forget Cals. Oh, Cals with a lot of products. Cals, yeah. National Community T20 semi-final in the Garden Parish, St. Anne, Discovery Bay, Ultimate to be exact. So Howard Powell has been there for some time. I don't think he has faced the 2 deliveries from the 4 overs that has been bowled. Well, let's see what he does in the batting capacity as he taps away at the crease. The 5th over. Fly to delivery, peeling. Oh, brilliant! Brilliant! One bounce into the boundary for 4. Wide of the long off fielder. And SDC 4 with that first delivery. Oh my word! He means business. 32 runs on the board. Junction Bull Savannah, they've upped the ante somewhat. At the start of over number 5, 32 without loss, searching for 97. Once again, the right arm spinner straying on the leg side. They go through for 1. And when it's all there, get. I'm looking at the umpire though. And 2 wides. So 34 without loss. So 34 without loss in the 5th over. Quicker delivery. Oh, fine edge. That was fine. Into the fine leg region. It goes into the fine leg boundary for SDC 4. Well, umpire says pad, but I saw it touch the bat. 4 runs nevertheless. 38. 38. Thought he touched the bat though. 38 runs on the board. Gonna round the wicket. This to Powell. Coming down, peeling off the outer half of the bat. And it goes close to the 3rd man boundary. They go through for 1. They come back for the 2nd. 2 more runs to the tally. 40 without loss. Still in the 5th over. Taps away the crease. Paul once again. Coming down the track and punching. Just in front of square, they go through for 1. 1 is all they get. The full fielder comes around to his right. So 41 on the board. In the 5th over, Junction Bull Savannah. And they're cruising at this time. Quicker delivery, punching brilliantly. Oh, that was a solid hit into the boundary for 4. And SCC 4 off the bat of Powell. Howard is his first name. We saw him classically wide of long off, and that at the time, a deep extra cover. Another boundary, another 4. Brilliant 45 runs on the board. Junction Bull Savannah. I said before they're up in the ante, but they've gone into another gear. 45 without loss. Searching for 96 runs and 97 runs for victory. Oh, straying somewhat on the next side again. It goes close to the boundary, and it goes into the boundary, and it's 5 wides. 5 wides. 50 runs on the board. 50 runs from 5 overs, and it's not done just yet because that's a wide. So 50 runs on the board. Junction Bull Savannah. Once again, taps away at the crease as Howard Powell. We're seeing him slash 2 boundaries. And dragging that wide of the man that long on. But they go through for just 1. 1 is all they get. End of the 5th over, 51 without loss. Junction Bull Savannah searching for 97 runs for victory. It's against Lynx. Lynx batted first, scoring 96 all out. Yeah, 96 all out. However, the team from St. Elizabeth, Junction Bull Savannah, is going great guns at the present time, searching for 97. And I tell you this much, right now, they are out of the driver's seat. I know they're traveling to airport. I know what seat they're going to get into. So 51 without loss at the end of 5. The Powells are doing it for the team from the Bedbasket Parish. It's another bowling change. So Paul taps away the crease. Oh, cutting outside the off stump though. That's a better delivery though. Dot delivery. Hard to see these deliveries these days. These days being the last 2 overs. Well, we can say that 51 runs from 5 overs. We're now in the 6th over of the innings. So here once again. Outside the off stump, a wide signaled. 52 runs on the board. Oh, pull it over the bowler. Oh my word, trying to pull on the leg side though. Touched the top half of the bat. Went over the bowler into safe lands, if you want to call it that. Not safe hands, but safe lands. Lynx from St. Anne. Playing at home. Pulling. Pulling front of square. And that's the one. Did not time it properly. So one more run to the tally. 53 runs on the board. Getting a nod from our scorer, Mr. Campbell. On the next side, though, another wide. So says umpire Davis. So the scores are taking over to 54. Just want to make sure Mr. Campbell can coach along with me. So Lynx having their crowd here. They're from St. Anne. And their support in abundance. Oh, beaten outside the off stump. Powell. Playing with fire, playing with danger. Once again. Oh, slashing through the covers. Brilliantly done. Into the boundary for SDC 4. Oh, that was classic. On the bat of Troy Powell. 4 more runs to the tally. Scoreline has now moved to 58 runs on the board. All right. Mr. Campbell, give me a nod. 58 runs on the board. We're in the 6th over of the innings. Once again. Slower delivery outside the off stump. Oh, that's a slower delivery. Fooled Mr. Powell. All ends up. That signals the end of the 6th over. 58 runs on the board. 58 without loss. That Junction Bull Savannah searching for the final spot in the championship match up against Lynx in the semi-final affair.
We can do.
The battle continues. Gilzine bowling from the northern end and straying on the next side, a wide. And they run two, or they run one. Well, one is all they run, so two wides. Score no moves too. Two wides. 60 runs on the board. So top of the way of the crease is Troy. Gilzine and hit in front. And he goes. He's gone long before. So the first wicket to go, 60 runs on the board. Junction Bull Savannah losing the wicket of Troy Powell. Of the bowling of Gilzine. Plum in front, so says umpire Kerry Scott. Well, not happy. He was the aggressor. New batter not in just yet. Tell the name of the new batter in a short while. Sakati is a new batter. Gilzine continuing from the northern end. Going to the right hander. Putting the ball on the onside. Once again, taps away of the crease. A flighted delivery. Wanting to come off the mark though. The slight hands though on the offside. No run scored. Another dot delivery. Still the score stands at 60 for 1. Quicker delivery. All playing back down the track. Gilzine with a controlled over. Trying to stem or control the flow of the runs that's been set by Junction Bull Savannah. Slower delivery. A little short though. Turning on the square leg region. They go through for 1. 1 is all they get. And an overthrow. So they're coming back for the second. So 2 more runs to the total. So 62 runs on the board. 62 for 1. Searching for 97 runs for victory. Flighted, whipped down the ground, and the fielder long on, darting to his left. And they go through for 1, and 1 is all they'll get. 63. End of the 7th over, 63 for 1. So 63 for 1. At the end of the 7th over. So Lynx did not necessarily come to the party playing at home. This is their parish show, the Garden Parish. They're from St. Ann, making 96 all out. And top scoring in the innings was Marlon Johnson, who made 24, while Othniel Penalty contributed 15. And Tevin Gilzine, who we saw him bowl a short while ago, he made 13. So in bowling department, it was the Powells leaving the way, with Howard Powell taking 2 for 15 and Dave Powell 4 for 22. So that is the story so far in this affair. So play will continue. RJ Shields, who started at the northern end, is operating from the southern end. Bowling to Carty. Sunday afternoon in St. Anne, Discovery Bay. Coming to life. Adjustments made in the field. The mid-on has been sent back to long. So too for mid-off has been sent to long off. So there's a backward point cover and extra cover fielder. There's no sweep on the boundary though. Our mid-wicket has been sent right back. The deep mid-wicket. When he's looking on Shields. And he's been sent out to the circle. Carty just taps away. Shields. Oh, hits at the pad, going down leg. So McCarthy trying to whip the ball on the leg side. However, that was going down leg, hitting on the pad. But that was a quicker delivery from Shields. One of the quickest we saw from him so far today. We have seen because he continues. So McCarthy just taps away the crease. Shields once again. Punching down the ground. Whoa, into the knees of Shields. You may have that other chance, but his reflexes would have been extraordinary to take that catch. So still 63 for 1. So the fielder now brought back in the mid-off region. He's moved in from long off to mid-off. Extra cover, backward point. There's a third man. McCarthy, slower delivery, the ball turned on the leg side. They go through for 1. The fielder comes off the boundary. They're coming back for the second. 2 more runs to the tally. And with no overthrows at all. 65 runs on the board. 65 for 1. That's Junction Bull Savannah. They're searching for 97 runs for victory in this semi-final affair. So Shields will be continuing from the southern end, started on the northern, as the two batters, McCarthy and Paul, having a discussion at mid-wicket. Or the middle of the wicket. I said mid-wicket, not a mid-wicket region. So Shields once again. Oh, angling the bat, the third man region. And the fielder is coming off the boundary though. So 1 more run to the tally off the bat of McCarthy. So 66 runs on the board, 66 for 1. We're in the 8th over. Here the music plays again. It's a party atmosphere at Ultimate Ground. Here once again. Bowling to Paul this time around. Oh, Yorker length delivery. That's a brilliant delivery from Shields. And Paul had to do some guarding, had to dig it out. He has been punching some deliveries all over the ground. Also on the offside. He has hit 3 fours, were classic. So Shields knows what he can do, not giving him the measure. The ball was sung to the inner half of the bat, the long on fielder. coming off the boundary. One more run to the total. Not giving him any space at all to weed that willow. 67 runs on the board, 67 for 1. So, the fielders. End of the over. 67 for 1. Spin will continue from the northern end. Has been successful, Gilzine. The only successful bowler so far been used by Lynx in this semi-final. Bowling to Powell. And Powell watching, playing the ball on the offside. He's a strong individual, Powell. Howard is his first name. He took 2 wickets while he was bowling early on in the innings of Lynx. Once again, gives in quicker delivery. Punching beautifully. Oh, that was brilliant. Down to the third man boundary for SDC 4. Brilliant off the bat of Powell. 4 more runs to the tally. Moving on now to 71 runs on the board. 71 for 1. And just making a nod to my score, Mr. Campbell. So 71 for 1. Gilzine once again flighted, watchful. It's Powell playing the ball on the offside. Again, Powell looks around the ground, taps away the crease. It's a battle between the two, Gilzine and Powell. Flighted. Oh, the ball swung down the ground. The fielder is there and takes a catch at the long on region. And Powell has to go. The second wicket to go down from Junction Bull Savannah, where the score stands at 71, pardon me. Now 71 for 2 as Howard Powell was trying for a rare Navy 6, did not work out, going against the breeze, but nevertheless, still, Junction Bull Savannah is in the driver's seat in this semi-final affair in the SDC. This is all about the Carl's National Community T20, this 2023 competition. So Powell's who opened the innings, they have gone. And someone is on the field having a discussion. So we don't know what's happening here, if it's a water break or not. So the long break, I don't know if that was a water break, Carl's water break or not. Well, the two batters are there. McCarthy is at the non-striker's end. And Gilzine taking the second wicket, and his second wicket. He's taking the 2 wickets of the innings. Gilzine. Simpson punching on the outside. New batter. So the close of the 9th over. And the score stands at 71 for 2. It's the end of the 9th over. And that break you just had was the Carl's water break without water coming on the field. They're searching for 97 runs for victory. That's the Junction Bull Savannah in the semi-final affair at the Ultimate Ground in Discovery Bay, St. Anne. Andre McCarthy. And Simpson at the wicket. Anthem is now being played once again. Mr. Campbell, do you know that anthem? Do you know that anthem, that Ray and Nephew anthem? One of the anthems is being utilized by Ray and Nephew. So Shields on bowling from the southern end, continuing. He started from the northern, now 2 overs on the trot from the southern end. To McCarthy. All punched down the ground. And brilliantly. Oh, into the boundary for SDC 4. That was a brilliant. Oh, that was classic. That was a brilliant on drive. So 4 more runs to start off the 10th over. 75 runs on the board. 75 for 2. Junction Bull Savannah. Shields once again. Oh, Yorker length delivery, dugout, and goes on to the fine leg region. The batters, they go through for 1. 1 is all they get. 76 for 2. So 5 runs off the over so far from 2 deliveries. 10th over. So 76. Mr. Campbell giving me the nod of approval. The man from the hills in St. Anne. Shields once again. Bowling to the right-hander. Short. And seems to play the ball on the offside. Soft hands though by Simpson. 1 more run to the total. 77 runs on the board. 77 for 2. A reminder in the 10th over. A reminder Junction Bull Savannah. They're batting. And they're in the driver's seat. They're at the airport, awaiting to board their flight. Not to be a passenger, but to fly the plane. Shot, off the legs, and by McCarthy, goes for a single. 78 runs on the board, 78 for 2. That's Junction Bull Savannah. They made their way onto the plane. And Shields once again to Simpson. Oh, to the outer half of the bat. Was in no control of that shot, Simpson. Wanting to drive him down the ground, though. Was going for another Yorker, Shields. In the outer half of the bat, low down. went in the slip region. One more run to the total. 79 runs on the board, 79 for 2. Simpson, he's at the non-striker's end. McCarthy is facing up to the bowling of Shields. Swing on the next side, tickling fine down to the fine leg region. And one more run to the tally. So 80 runs on the board, 80 for 2 at the end of the 10th over. So Junction Bull Savannah, we said before, they're in the driver's seat, but they've traveled to the airport and now in the aircraft because they're now in the pilot seat. They're flying high in this semi-final against Lynx. Lynx, they batted first, scoring 96 all out and led by 24 runs by Marlon Johnson. That was not enough. Other batters making double figures was Tevin Gilzine, he made 13, Othniel Pennant 15. And then you had Campbell with 11. But in the bowling department from the team from St. Elizabeth, the breadbasket parish was about the Powells. Powell, Howard 2 for 15 and Dave 4 for 22. But the job is not done just yet because guess what? They're 80 for 2 at the start of the 11th over, searching for 96 runs for victory. If you can do the math like Mr. Campbell, he would say 17 runs for victory because you're searching for 97. Gilzine once again. McCarthy has played the ball back down the track. Bowling to the right-hander. Punching. Can't be the extra cover fielder. There's a sweep on the boundary though. Back with a point. Short third man. Outside the off, some dabbing at it. Oh, the fielder comes around. Short third man to his left and has saved the boundary, but one more run to the tally. 81 runs on the board. 81 for 2. Once again to Simpson. Simpson punching down to wide of the man at long off. Moves to his left. And one more run to the tally. 82 runs on the board. They're certainly sailing, cruising on this Sunday afternoon. I said before, they're flying in cruise control. McCarthy faces up, tickle him, only to find mid-wicket. I want him to go a bit finer though, to square leg region, but played it a little bit too early. Going back and punching down the ground once again, the long off fielder did not have to move to his left or right. But one more run to the tally. 83 runs on the board. 83 for 2. That's Junction Bull Savannah. They're in the yellow vest or yellow top on your screen. The end of the 11th over. Didn't realize though that Gilzine had finished his over quickly. 83 for 2. Searching for 97 runs for victory. And I would say 96 sometimes because that's the score Lynx made. They made 96 all out. Not the greatest score at all.
Wow, thank you so much, Ms. Carol Ivy.
So Fairfield in the final after winning their match by 8 wickets. The 2021 champions defeating the 2015 champions in the first semi-final. Now the team from the Garden Parish playing the breadbasket team. Children here having some fun. McCarthy looks on. And action continues. For delivery, the ball swung down the mid-wicket region. They go through for one, and one is all they get. Score now moves on to 86, 84, pardon me. You want to rush a score, you want to go home. 84 for 2. You have to ask about the overs though, because we're in the 11th, 12th over. Yeah, and they're starting for 96. 97, pardon me. Simpson taps away. And playing on the leg side, and a throw. Oh, may go for overthrows. But no. McCarthy says he's only run one. Simpson was thinking of coming back for a second. But just one to the total. 85 runs on the board. And here comes the party atmosphere again. McCarthy played the ball down the ground over the head of umpire Davis. And one more run to the tally. 86 for 2. As soon going down to single digit. And Junction Bull Savannah taking their sweet time though. They're in no hurry at all. And once again, on the ball played on the offside to go through for a quick single. Backward point coming in. Can't prevent the single. So 87 runs on the board. For 2. So 10 runs to win. And with the fat lady already packing up. I didn't hear her singing, but she did. Pulling on to find the man behind square. Oh, the throw right down on the stumps, but McCarthy was home. So giving umpire Kerry Scott some exercise as he runs in. It seems like he has lost some weight though. Mr. Scott, umpire Scott. Taps away the crease, McCarthy. Sips at the non-striker's end. Junction Bull Savannah. Coming down the track though, tugging him on the leg side. They go through for 1. And the score now 8-8 with 9 runs for victory. 8-8 for 2. Seems like they're going to take it, drag out the game though. Not swinging through the fences. As we saw for Fairfield, I spoke to the captain earlier on. He wanted to end it in style, but instead he ended it with a spoil. His innings, because he was caught at the long on boundary trying to finish the game with a 6. So 8-8 for 2. So big up to the entire team. This is our penultimate game of the 2023 season. Tops away the crease. Simpson punching down the ground though. And the fielder, that long on, moving to his left. That was McCarthy, not Simpson. One more run to the tally. 89 runs on the board. 89 for 2. Now Simpson faces up. Oh, swing somewhat on the leg side. And flighted somewhat, though, teasing the batter by Gilzine. 89 runs on the board. 89 for 2. A reminder, Junction Bull Savannah searching for 97 for victory. Quicker delivery. Punching. Beating the man, extra cover. Misfield, though. But he recovers well. And throwing it at the non-striker's end where Gilzine just collected. Yeah. Gilzine once again, flighted again on the next side. They're peeling a wide signal. So we keep a coming around, appealing. But signal a wide. So 90 for 2. Searching 7 more runs for victory. Quicker delivery. Extra cover again being brought into the play. And Simpson. Gilzine again bowling to Simpson. Try to put in and hit on the pad. Appeal to umpire Scott. No, says umpire Kerry Scott. So many pitchers here wanting the batters not to take their time to end the game quickly. So that signals the end of another over. Should be this end of the spell of Gilzine, who has taken the 2 wickets in the innings so far. 90 for 2. And they're searching for 7 runs for victory. That's Junction Bull Savannah. They will meet Fairfield in the final next Sunday. Right here, not at this ground, but in the parish of St. Anne. So the colorful environment appealing to everyone, or to most. And the officers are out. Looking all around. So adjustments in the field. They'll be playing on Saturday. Lynx. They're playing White House in the 3rd place game. Flight delivery, and that's a wide. So 91 for 2. So full delivery on the leg side, which has signaled a wide. And some pitchers are leaving the venue as we speak. I think those pitchers may be Lynx supporters, because the writing is on the wall. In fact, the wall has been torn down. Dead ball signaled. I guess they want to play on for the rest of the day. Like how they have lost, they want to play for the rest of the day. And I'm referring to Lynx. And MacArthur is driving down the ground. 92 runs on the board. And waiting on the inevitable. The inevitable is a victory for Junction Bull Savannah, a place in next week's final. Simpson going out to the backward point region. And the throw. They could go for overthrows, and they have. So 2 more runs to the total. A 94 for 2. So McCarthy looking on. Punching down the ground once again. Oh, through the fielders and into the boundary for SDC 4. And that's it. It was going to the fielder and it went right through him for SDC 4. The big on the victory for Junction Bull Savannah, winning by 8 wickets over Lynx. Oh, what an audacious feeling we've seen here. That's horrible. Horrible by any extent, by any age group, by any category, any division. But nevertheless, congratulations to Junction Bull Savannah getting the better of Lynx. Lynx batted first and they scored 96 all out, led by Marlon Johnson's 24. However, the bowling of Powell still told the tale. 2 for 15 for Howard and 4 for 22 for David. In response, Junction Bull Savannah, they made 198, for 2 with McCarthy and Sims at the wicket. Both Powell, Troy and Howard gone back to the pavilion. So we look back on the first game. Where it was a team called White House and Fairfield. And White House, they batted first, scoring 98 runs. And Fairfield, they came to the party and scoring 102 for 2 and winning by 8 wickets. The top scorer in that innings was the man they called Morgan, Jermaine Morgan, with an unbeaten 52, while Clark contributed 29, Walters 6, and Allen, he made 11. So congratulations to 2 teams. Fairfield, the 2021 champions, going up against a team from the Breadbasket Parish, Junction Bull Savannah, in next Sunday's final. That's our next episode. The final episode will be coming up next Sunday in the SDC Cal's National Community T20 Cricket Competition, which happened the semi-finals in St. Anne, and we're coming back next Sunday in the Garlic Parish for more for the conclusion of the 2023 season. Until then.
Richard, think I catch up myself.
Justice for catch up users.
Yeah!
Justice!
Hey! What the problem? I better catch up my water, sir. Problem solved. Chance to me to catch up. Don't follow me, look up. Don't joke with chance to me to catch up. Richer, thicker, and more affordable.
Jamaica Central Bank digital currency is now here. Jamdex, no cash, no problem. Step into a future of ease, convenience, and security. Conduct business with your mobile device, instantly and without fees. This is how life should be with Jamdex. You catch it free. Jamdex are the real free. Use it to buy your stove or TV. You can buy your shoes or 3Ps. Get the Central Bank digital currency. No cash, no problem. Jamdex, backed by the Bank of Jamaica.
The Social Development Commission leads the charge in community development. We mobilize and organize community groups. We produce high-quality community data. We empower community groups to grow their businesses. We improve the quality of life of our citizens. The Social Development Commission, building communities, building Jamaica.
Real nephew, the official spirit of Jamaica 68.
As Jamaicans, something special about we different from everybody else.
We take pride in other things we do.
We know how to make something out of nothing. And about a test whip on the track.
Can you know we are get a clean sweep?
Cause I feel we culture this.
From 1962 till now.
Jamaica 60 spirit.
Celebrate with Rero, the official spirit of Jamaica 68. Must be 18 years or older to drink. Drink responsibly.
Richard, think I catch up myself.
Justice for catch up users.
Yeah!
Justice!
Hey! What the problem? I better catch up my water, sir. Problem solved. Chance to me to catch up. Don't follow me, look up.